in the quiet town of Capernaum, the world was about to change. Where fishermen cast their nets and faith waited in silence, a new light began to rise, the light of miracles. This is the story of when it all began. The Gospel of Mark, chapter 4. Miracles begin. Welcome to Bible Stories Alive, where the Bible comes alive in animation. Morning light shimmered over the waters of Galilee. After his time in the wilderness and the calling of his first disciples, Jesus' journey led him to the humble fishing town of Capernaum, a quiet place that was about to witness the very power and compassion of God himself. On the Sabbath day, he entered the synagogue. The murmurs of the gathered people softened as he began to teach. Every word he spoke carried a calm yet unshakable authority, unlike anything the listeners had ever heard. The hearts of the people stirred with awe. It was as though heaven itself was speaking through him. But then a sharp cry broke through the silence. A man, tormented and trembling, shouted with a voice that was not his own. "What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." Fear rippled through the crowd as whispers spread across the stone walls. Yet Jesus remained calm. Stepping forward, his voice firm and steady, he said, "Be silent. Come out of him." At once, a rush of dark wind filled the air, then vanished into stillness. The man fell quiet, his face peaceful for the first time in years. Astonishment swept through the crowd. "What is this?" someone whispered. "A new teaching, and with authority. Even unclean spirits obey him." And in that moment, they saw what divine authority truly looked like. Not the power of force, but the power of holiness. After leaving the synagogue, Jesus walked with his disciples through the sunlit streets to the home of Simon and Andrew. Inside, the air was heavy with worry. Simon's mother-in-law lay weak and feverish upon her mat. Simon spoke softly, "Teacher, she has been ill for days." Without hesitation, Jesus approached her, knelt beside her, and gently took her hand. The room filled with a quiet warmth as he lifted her up. Instantly, the fever left her. Strength returned to her body, and she rose, smiling with gratitude, and began to serve them. Joy filled the home. Where he went, life followed. Through healing hands and merciful eyes, his compassion was made known. As the sun began to sink behind the hills, the town stirred again. Word of what had happened spread quickly. From every street and doorway, people came, carrying the sick, the broken, the weary, and the desperate. Soon, the narrow lanes of Capernaum were crowded with those seeking hope. Jesus met them all. One by one, he laid his hands upon them. The lame walked, the blind opened their eyes, and those bound by torment were set free. The night echoed with weeping that turned into laughter, cries that became songs of praise. The people rejoiced, for light had come into their darkness. Yet even in the midst of such power, Jesus' heart longed for one thing above all: communion with his Father. So, while it was still dark, before the first bird sang and before the town awoke, Jesus quietly rose and went to a solitary place outside the city. There, beneath the fading stars, he prayed. In the stillness of the hills, he spoke with his Father, finding strength, peace, and purpose for what lay ahead. Every miracle he performed began in such moments of prayer. As the morning light returned, Simon and the others found him. "Teacher," Simon said breathlessly, "everyone is looking for you." Jesus turned toward him, eyes calm yet resolute. "Let us go to the nearby villages," he said, "that I may preach there also. For that is why I have come, and so, They set out once more, step by step, from town to town, from heart to heart, carrying the good news that the kingdom of God had come near. From power to prayer, from healing to hope, every act of Jesus revealed the heart of God, a heart that lifted the weary, restored the broken, and filled the world with light. This was only the beginning. Thank you for listening to the Bible Stories Alive. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe, and continue your journey through the Gospel of Mark.